are the three kind of Christians that you'll notice in their walks with God, and it's based on the temple. You have outer court Christians, inner court Christians, and holy of holy Christians. Outer court Christians are kind of like the 12 disciples. They get close to Jesus, but they're not as close as they can be. They'll go to church on Sundays, but, that's where it typically ends. They'll pray over their food. They'll pray, over stuff like that. Cool. But then you have inner court Christians. They go from the outer court to the inner court. They go to church, but not only in church, they're involved in things with Jesus during their daily life, their daily activities, to the point that even God brings them in different secret places that Jesus has, right? You see this in the life of Jesus. Peter, James, John, but not the other 12, or the other disciples, should I say. They weren't present, the other 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, the other 9, they weren't present at the Mount of Transfiguration. Only Peter, James, and John were. That's the inner court Christians. You're close to Jesus. He shares things with you. You get to see some close things, but that's not the closest. Then you have holy of holy Christians. John, that's John. John was involved in all three realms, and he didn't leave Jesus when Jesus was crucified. He was there at the crucifixion, to the extent that Jesus even blessed him towards the end of his life, where he wrote the book of Revelation. And I believe that he's the only apostle that died a natural death. Think about that. All right? That lived to an old age and died a natural death. His proximity with the Lord, he was blessed. And he underwent persecution and was willing to. Not saying the others weren't, but he stayed at the crucifixion. There are some Christians that will stay with Jesus when times get hard. They won't abandon him. They will stay there, stay in his presence. No matter what happens, Lord, I'm not leaving you. That's holy of holy Christians. Which one are you? Do you leave when times get hard? Do you only go to church and that's it? Or do you stay close to Jesus no matter what happens? My friends, you want to be the latter. All right? If you like content like this, you can follow for more. As always, this month, today's the deadline. Today's the deadline. The deadline's in a few hours that I think about it. We're releasing a class through our email list where we're teaching on breaking generational strongholds or curses, walking in the prophetic, as well as breaking off lust and gluttony and more. You don't want to miss it. Click the link in my story or bio to sign up, and you'll be added to the email list, and we'll email it to you the next 3 days. It is a pre-recorded class. It's not live, so you can watch at your convenience. See you there.